Dylan, coming off a 7-2 win against the Iowa Wild. I mean, what led to that offensive explosion that saw the team pick up the victory?
Well, I think it came down to our compete level mainly. We were winning a lot of pucks. We're getting hard on the forecheck, winning races, winning battles, getting pucks to the net, and doing the dirty things that get you goals that aren't always pretty. But they came out with a result today, or the other day.
Well, for you and Dawson Bartow get back into the lineup on the back end, and I mean, how important was it for you two to really show your best now that there's kind of a fight for ice time on the back end?
Yeah, for sure. A lot of bodies right now, a lot of good players. So you just got to stay patient and make sure that when you get in the lineup that you're prepared and you're going to help the team win. And I think Bartz and we had a pretty good game for the most part. Obviously not perfect, but that's just what we want to do, help the team win however we can. So that's the mentality moving forward as well.
Things getting shuffled around a little bit as that game went on. Ended up playing with Dylan Coughlin. I mean, what was it like getting on to the side of one of the top offensive defensemen in the league?
Yeah, he's a great player. Really good shot, good vision. So it was nice to make plays with him, and thought we did pretty well. He obviously had 2 goals that game, so he had a pretty good performance himself. So, yeah, he's a great player, and he helps the team out a lot.
Looking at that game, I mean, how do you kind of bottle that up? Obviously, that's the million-dollar question, but how do you carry that forward into what's going to be a very busy week against some very good teams?
Yeah, for sure. We've had trouble continuing momentum throughout the season at a lot of different times, so that's our challenge, like you said, right here. So to keep that going and try and continue that without taking a step backwards. So that's the mentality going in tomorrow, and I think that we're a confident group that knows that we have it in us, so we just got to execute and bring it to the table.
His team has had to kind of scratch and claw for every goal it's scored this season. Does it kind of lighten the load a little bit coming off a big offensive game that maybe restores some of that confidence?
Yeah, for sure. No, it's huge internally and individually. So, but like you said, the important thing is to maintain it, continue it going so that it's not just a one-off game, and that's the mentality.
I wanted to roll back a few games because you got back into the lineup ostensibly as the 7th defenseman in one game, but quickly found yourself on the wing playing forward. I mean, what was that experience like? And it's a kind of a fun day for a defenseman to get up and be throwing the hits on the forecheck rather than absorbing them.
Yeah, it was interesting for sure. Whole new perspective. Like we talked about before, a lot of bodies on the back end. So any opportunity to help out the team, I'm all for it. So it was fun to play up front. It was interesting, get a new perspective. See some of the different situations that are maybe didn't fully appreciate from the back end when you're saying, hey, why can't that forward get the puck out, right? And now you're the guy that can't get the puck out. So it was definitely interesting. It was a lot of fun, other than the fact that we kind of struggled that game. But, yeah, it was a unique experience for sure.
While looking into these 4 games against some of these top teams, including the Texas Stars coming right up, I mean, what's it going to take to keep on cruising forward and pick up some valuable points on this homestand?
Yeah, continuing the goal scoring, like we just talked about, doing those little things that are important, that aren't always pretty, but take a lot of effort and a lot of battle level to get the puck in the back of the net. So we got to continue that, keep that momentum going, and if we're putting the puck in the net, we usually defend pretty well and keep it out of our nets. So if we can do those 2 things together, then we're hopefully going to pile together some wins.